Like I had a tensome and I f***ed 6 girls.
Bro,
out of the 9.
how the hell you what? It must have been a lot of goddamn scissoring going on and that shit. Unless you just had 9 women sitting around or 8 women sitting around. I mean, cause you only got 2 hands. You got a mouth. So I mean, you can try to do your best with 4 at once, but you got 6 waiting to get tap me in, coach.
And I basically created a situation where it was impossible to be hurt because I had so many women that they were like interchangeable, like a pair of tennis shoes, you know? So it's like a situation where it's like almost impossible to fall in love, and it's difficult to have like real connections. And also you kind of like push away more of the like girls that you would want to have a relationship with. And
why?
Because they're usually not gonna like indefinitely put up with you a bunch of other girls.
You said sleeping with tons of women.
Hey, see, that's speaks a lot, especially now with the whole little, red pill manosphere space that I provide my little 2 cents on every now and again, man. But there's this whole thing going out like when you're fuck that high value shit. When you're a man that got your shit together, you know what I'm saying? Hoes flock. Right, but at the end of the day, man, it's hard to actually have a connection with someone, the connection that you want, you know what I mean, when you are, doing all this other fuck shit during a relationship, you know what I'm saying, infidelity, cheating, all this, whatever. Unless it's like an understood thing between your partner and the others and shit, which is, kudos to y'all that can pull that shit off, man. But it's a lot of work, man. Balancing bitches, bro. Come on, man. Like, regardless of like how successful you are and shit, if you have an open line of communication between all these hoes you stick in your, I ain't gonna say all these hoes, all these women you sticking your dick in, and you're able to balance that and have everybody mentally where they need to be, bro. You should be, you are fucking David Blaine out this bitch, bro, because it requires so much work and so much you gotta be like a psychiatrist or some shit, bro. I hate to go off tangent, you know what I'm saying, but it is like, it's hard to fucking do that, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to just balancing women alone if you're doing like shit behind their back or whatever, which is probably the easier thing to do, just to if you out here fucking doing dirt, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes, it would be easier just to not allow your main person to know what the fuck is going on, you know what I'm saying, where it requires no work. But even with that, balanced women is hard. It looks good, you know what I'm saying, like it looks like a party and shit, bro, but fuck that, dog. Fuck that, bro. That is like I'm saying, the optics look crazy. I mean, it's gonna look crazy for most men, because most men never find themselves in a situation where this is a reality for them. But you're not missing nothing. You're not missing nothing. And as you can hear Dan Bilzeran explain, bro, it's not all it's cracked out to be. You know what I'm saying? But you heard him say it himself, like it's hard to get a woman, even with the status he has, to get the woman that he wants. They're not going to put up with him doing what he's doing indefinitely. You know what I mean? Like the majority of women are addicted to clout and resources and status and money and all that, man. But not all of them are going to fucking sign up for, saying, get drugged through the dirt and being disrespected in the public eye. Like, your little random women will. And Dan Bilzeran is known for that, you know what I'm saying? Fucking bitches, that's what he's known for. So, I mean, anyway, I just thought that was interesting that he said that. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's go.
You said sleeping with tons of women hurts your soul. How so?
It just draws on you, man. Like, it just, eventually you get in the spot where you're like dating all these women and it's like they all want part of you or your time or whatever, and so you get like pulled.
And you said, I unfortunately didn't have that happiness from within. I didn't like being alone.
Well, I think I was giving advice to guys in there. I was saying, the healthy option is to be like happy on your own where you don't need anybody. That's really the answer. It's just a hard place to get to, and I was certainly not at that place.
You said being famous and becoming a sex addict is like owning a bar and becoming an alcoholic. Why say you're a sex addict?
I mean, dude, if you're having sex 3 to 4 times a day and you feel like that's kind of like the minimum of what you need, you got a problem. 4 hours of my day minimum was spent showering, like texting. Minimum. That's actually probably a conservative estimate. It was probably more time than that.
Bruh, that's a lot of work. Bruh, that is a lot. He said 4 hours of his day consisted of that. And he seems to be a busy man, you know what I'm saying? A multi-millionaire, probably got his fingers in all types of businesses and has to make appearances and do interviews and have to be involved in group meetings and all that shit. In 4 hours, bruh, half of a full-time shift worked was used entertaining women, you know what I'm saying, talking to women, texting women, fucking women, showering, get ready for the next woman, juggling bitches, bro. Like that, it's a job, it's a task. You know what I'm saying? And hey, motherfuckers think that they want that shit, but I'm telling you, you do not, bro. You do not, dog. It is not all it is cracked out to be, man. I think this will make a lot of men feel better, especially where a lot of men sit today where they can't get the attention from women at all, and they think they fucking, you know, missing out. You know what I'm saying? Virginia, you ain't missing out on shit, bro.
Because like managing relationships, like flying girls out, vetting girls, making sure this girl's not a catfish. I mean, it's like a job, dude.
Did you seek help?
No. And I felt like I would have felt really weird sitting in a sex therapist's office. I mean, maybe I should have. Who knows? But I figured it out, you know? I sorted it on my own.
Explain how your video guy, Jay, would tell girls what you're looking for before they would ever meet you.
He more gave them like a disclaimer, like Dan is not gonna try and hook up with you. If you want to him, you have to be proactive. And so for me, like I think this is one of the reasons why like I avoided any like bullshit, you know, like any like sexual harassment, any of that stuff, is because I never hit on girls. Like the guy that goes up to a girl and is like, oh hey, you're beautiful, can I buy you a drink? Like that guy's never gonna get like that. Dumb shit does not work, okay? But what does work is going out with some hot girls, and you know, other hot girls come up to you, or like, you know, maybe you send your girl to go grab another girl. I don't know. There's like many ways to do it.
I mean, speaking from a motherfucker with clout's perspective, dog. I mean, a lot of men do just fine courting women, you know what I mean, and for lack of better terms and shit, bro. He don't need to fucking say nothing, bro. Dan Bilzeran pull up, dog. Bitches see dollar signs. They're gonna come after him. They're gonna fucking swarm to him like flies on shit. So he literally has to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you're not gonna find the quality of bitch. I shouldn't even put those two words together. That's an oxymoron. Quality bitch, they don't go together. You're not gonna find the quality women that you want if you're just allowing the parasites to come at you, you know what I'm saying?
And so because of that, women were hitting on me, and because they were hitting on me, then when they finally hooked up with me, they felt like they accomplished something. Yeah, it's actually more fun too, and I feel like the girl's more into it when she's like aggressively trying to get the guy.
How about longest you've gone without sex since you've been famous?
I think 14 days, dude. That was a long time, man.
How about number of women you think you've been with?
Thousands. I don't know the exact number, but
most in a day?
9. I've had sex with 9 women in a day, and then I've also had sex 9 times in a day, but it wasn't with 9 different women. If that makes sense. Like I had a tensome, and I 6 girls.
Bro, how the hell you what? It must have been a lot of goddamn scissoring going on and that shit. Unless you just had 9 women sitting around or 8 women sitting around. I mean, cause you only got 2 hands. You got a mouth. So I mean, you can try to do your best with 4 at once, but still you got 6 waiting to get, you know, tap me in, coach, tap me in. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh. But dog, like he's on the outlier. He's on the extreme level of some goddamn sex addiction. I don't even know what to call that, bro. That is a mess, bro. So his perspective is all fucked up. Like he gonna be single the rest of his goddamn life, bro. Because how does any woman compete with that? You know what I'm saying? And then it definitely dilutes what sex is gonna mean for him. He basically a whole porn star out here, bro. It's like how do you allow yourself to become intimate with and have that connection with somebody when you goddamn this motherfucker is goddamn I'm trying to think about what's the this is the goddamn male version of Lana Rose, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, woof, woof. They goddamn Bilzeran putting it in, goddamn fuck, bro.
So there was 6 right there, and then I had sex with 3 other girls that day. Maybe
You said
4.
a 10-some.
Yeah, me and 9 girls.
How does it even work?
Not that well. I mean, to be honest, it's pretty much just like a lot of work. I went through like a whole box of condoms. I think a lot of people would think that would be super bad, but I don't think it really is.
Sounds
I think
miserable.
Like a threesome with 2 girls that are into each other is pretty hot. But otherwise, I just prefer to have sex with one girl, focus on her, and then have sex with a different girl. And that to me is better than, some crazy orgy zoo.
How often do you have unprotected sex?
I wore a condom, I think, almost every time for like the last, like before my monogamous relationship, like every time.
Unless you're in a monogamous relationship, you use protection?
Then I was just like, well, I mean, I knew she wasn't hooking up with any other guys, and I mean, I didn't plan on hooking up with other girls. So.
But so now, because you're single, you aren't having unprotected?
God, I've been a shithead this lab, I'm not gonna lie.
Any STDs? Ever?
Yeah, I had...
This motherfucker is an open book, ain't he? God damn.
Ureaplasma and mycoplasma. Some qualify them as an STD, some don't. It's like a naturally occurring bacteria, but for me, it was giving me prostatitis, and that's what got me so good about the condoms.
And then that's another thing, bro. That's why it's like pointless to be out here. Well, I'm not gonna say it's not pointless. It definitely has its value, bro, because I will say, if you are a man who has the opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, have your pick of the litter when it comes to women, you know what I'm saying? If pulling women is not a problem for you, and you know what I'm saying, you out here in your goddamn hunting phase, you know what I'm saying, do you know what I'm saying, get that shit out your system, you know what I mean? Even though like that doesn't really fucking happen. It only happens from a small percentage of men who have the ability to like fuck pretty much whomever they want, you know what I'm saying? Like they're comfortable talking to women are easy to get for them. Like even with that, like the whole saying of get it out your system, like a lot of men never get it out their system, and it takes forever for them to get it out their system when it does happen. Like they'll be doing that shit from their 20s until they got them 50s and shit, right? So but it also it's valuable to men to like go out here and sleep with women, because if you are a man out here on your purpose, doing your thing, making yourself valuable, women are gonna flock. And if you don't have any experience with women, if you don't have any experienced women to be able to navigate through that shit and know who's really there for your best interest, or who's really there to try to fucking suck resources from you, and it allows you to goddamn not be influenced by it. Like you're not pressed on it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not one of these men out here who fucking putting pussy on the pedestal, who just fucking are slave to the pussy, become whipped like that. You know what I'm saying? When you have experience with women and you know what the fuck is going on, you're not gonna be falling victim to these motherfuckers who are out here being cucked and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you need to go out here and do your thing, especially today with the modern women movement and you know what I'm saying, all the shit that's going on, bro. If you're not out here getting your dick wet and you are able to do so, then either whatever, to each his own. Like if you're religious or whatever the fuck, and that ain't your fucking thing, I would just be concerned you coming across the wrong motherfucker and you get taken advantage of because you just don't know what the fuck is going on. But with all that being said, like I feel like the shelf life and that shit is short as well too with the man. You know what I'm saying? Like this, definitely got the right shirt on for this, bro. Like this was one of the first shirts I had made before I even tapped into any of this like content like this, bro. Because this, bro, at least for me, like I didn't want to go there, bro. But women have never been a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't until I, you know what I'm saying, woke up one day and I was like, man, this shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? Chasing women out here every fucking weekend with the homies and shit. Like, it's cool to fucking talk about, kick it with the homies, and you know what I'm saying? You know, juggling women and all types of shit. But you know, I got my feel on it, and one day I woke up like, man, this shit is whack. It's unfulfilling. It's just a distraction. I'm not being productive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just woke up one day, just snapped out of it, bro. And it was me realigning my focus and putting my eye on the prize. And literally, dog, I mean, there was other things involved, but I think the major reason why I was able to, like, you know, blow my YouTube up and focus on it as much as I was, because I took my attention and my focus away from, like, going out and pursuing women and all things of that nature. And then even with that, like, the women you come across, they are literal headaches, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing positive is gonna come from it if you're not, you know, out here trying to find something long lasting. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want to go there. Maybe I'll talk about this shit, you know, another video, man. But like, real shit, man. Real shit. Like, when I see Dan Bilzeran with all these hoes, it's a headache there, 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 because ain't none of them there for him. You know what I'm saying? And as pessimistic as it sounds, it is what it is. That's the reality we sit in, bro. Like, everybody out here trying to fucking get what they can get out of you. Everybody just chasing the next dude or chasing the next bitch. You know what I'm saying? All these distractions, fucking social media, ass everywhere. You know what I mean? And I used to be right all in the middle of that shit, bro. But, you know, it comes from maturing, you know, growing up and realizing, you know what I'm saying, what's really important in life, and that shit ain't it, bro. But like I say, if you out here, if you had a conversation with Stevie fucking 5-6 years ago, I'd been singing a whole different tune, bro. Motherfuckers grow up, and but I'm not gonna sit and hate on motherfuckers that are out here goddamn doing they dirt. You know what I'm saying? Do your dirt, get that shit out your system, prepare yourself as much as you can to be the best version of yourself later on, and you know, having your engagements with women is part of the process if you're one of those who can do so. But the main priority should always be the fucking purpose. What are you doing with your life? Become successful. Get them resources, make yourself valuable, and get to a phase in life where you're not pressed on it. You know what I'm saying? When you're not pressed on women, you're not pressed on the attention of women. You know what I'm saying? And ironically enough, that is what makes you attractive to women, when you're not out here just, you know, falling over for women and shit. You know what I mean? When a bad bitch walk by and you ain't even fucking, it's just, it might as well be a mama pushing a stroller walking by. It don't affect you because you're used to it. You're not moved, and women like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, they want to know what the fuck going on. Why he ain't? Who is he? Why is he important? Blah blah blah. Like, why he ain't pressed on women? Because most men are, and that makes you different. But yeah, I could talk about shit like this all goddamn day. But this was a dope little interview Dan Bilzeran had. You know what I'm saying? Good shit. Anyway, man, we out here. Night talk shit. Stevie Knight here. I'm out.